Learning Project is a project across the world for students and teachers to connect. Using technology, students and teachers connect across the world internationally. Relevant Journalism is a global learning project for high school students to look at global issues. Students will take on the skills of journalists. They will research, explore, and collaborate together to learn about issues in their community. Relevant Journalism is a global learning project meant for the individual who is ready to explore and learn. As you dig into the world around you, you will be amazed at what you find. Ready to start? Hit the join button now. You've probably heard a lot about different global issues. We live in a world with social media and information overload and are constantly being bombarded by different issues. So does it even matter if we pay attention to these issues? Would argue yes, because we live in this world and are part of the human story. By slowing down and looking at the story around us, we acknowledge the significance of the individual. Slow down, look at their story, and acknowledge the importance they bring to this world. Relevant journalism is an invitation to go through and look at global issues and see how they affect the individual. Prepared to learn, explore, and create about the individual story and the individuals that make up this world. Welcome to Relevant Journalism. You're about to embark on an adventure to explore current events and social issues around you. You'll first want to start by picking an issue that you want to research. You will then start your research and organize your information. Be sure to cite your sources and use a variety of different credible sources. In your research, be thinking about these 3 questions. Why is knowing global issues important? What is a credible source, and how do you know that it is credible? And how does knowing about global issues make you a more empathetic person? With your research, start thinking about how you want to include those essential questions into your final product. In your final display, be sure to include all of the information from your research. Include information in your final product that other people would want to know or would be interested in knowing. Remember, you are trying to tell the story of how your global issue affects people around the world. You want to pick out something that you're interested in and that you want to tell someone else about. Picking a global issue is hard. You can always refer to the list of global issues provided in the curriculum. I strongly encourage you to pick out something that you want to tell others about. With your final product, you want to tell the story of the people behind the global issue. With so many things going on in the world, pick something that you're really interested in. For the need for clean water in Africa to the refugee crisis, the list can go on and on. Use your investigation skills to dive into the research process. Maybe you will choose to inform people about things like human trafficking, global warming, or fair trade. Whatever you choose something that you are passionate about and want to tell others. Today we're going to be talking about how to find credible sources for your global learning project and relevant journalism. Step 1 is knowing your source. Know where information is coming from. If you don't know where information is coming from, you may not know that it's a credible source or not. Yes, you can do simple things. Check the author, make sure they have credentials. Make sure your website is a .edu, .org, or .gov, and check the date to make sure that it's current. Double check just to make sure that the author cites other credible sources. Look at the bottom of the page. Do they list other credible sources to support their own claims? Step 3 is to check around on the website. See if the article is sponsored by an organization, a university, a credible news site, or some other research facility. Evaluate the information based upon all of these things. Another way to get credible information is to look at your library's database, to use Google Scholar, or to use the list of websites provided on Relevant Journalism website. Now you know how to find a credible source when you're researching your global issue. Global learning has revolutionized my classroom. My kids have become more empathetic and kind. It has connected my kids with kids across the world. It has given them the ability to connect with things around them. It has exposed them to things like research, collaboration, and creativity. Relevant journalism is a part of that process. It gets kids to think outside of themselves. So if you are ready, let's go explore the world through relevant journalism.